Mitsubishi Motors.
Rear drive, fully independent front and rear suspension with oil damage.
Hey! Fishing here! A little quiet. Do you mind?
The 1999 King Quad, just one of the redesigned Quadrunner ATVs from Suzuki.
During Quadrunner family values, get 0 down, 9.9% financing on the whole family of Suzuki ATVs.
Consult your Yellow Pages for a Suzuki ATV dealer near you.
This half hour is brought to you by American Express. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, American Express helps you do more.
And a kid should be out of school
It can keep you inside or take you outside. This winter, rely on the experts. Nobody knows weather like we do. Right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Your commute is being disrupted by a little rain as you travel across the George Washington Bridge into New York City this morning. You'll see light rain in much of the Northeast today, although in some areas of upstate New York and northern New England, it will be freezing rain. Good morning and welcome to Weather Center, sponsored by American Express. I'm Heather Tesh.
And I'm Marshall Cease. You're also seeing light spotty rain in parts of the Midwest, and dense fog is a problem as well in some other locations. Specifically, you'll see some showers in Boston today, but Atlanta will remain dry after dense morning fog burns off. However, St. Louis also could see some showers today, while Hartford, Connecticut is seeing patchy freezing rain, and it's getting some rain up in some other areas too on this Groundhog's Day. What's going on with Punxsutawney Phil? All those details with Heather.
All right, thank you, Marshall. And the first thing I want to talk about is some very cold air in the Northeast. We have some warmer air just to the south of that, and some of that warmer air riding up over the colder air. And because of that, we have some areas a little further to the south where we're picking up some rain. But then where that warm air is riding up over the colder air, that is where we're seeing some freezing rain, and this is going to be causing some problems for some of you as you're driving this morning. In fact, the areas that we are watching very closely, the Albany area, and around there we're seeing some reports of freezing rain, and that stretches up toward Messina, New York. We're seeing some of that. If you're traveling on 90 or on 87 this morning, you may have some trouble. A few areas on 81 as well. We're going to see some of that shifting as well to the east, and already in Burlington we also have some areas of that freezing rain reported. You can see again, if you're going to be down into Philadelphia, if you're going to be in Dover, Washington, D.C., no problems. It's when you travel further to the north that you will run into the problems. New York City, you're okay. Boston is okay. And generally along the coast, you should be okay this morning. But again, it's Albany and northward Saranac Lake in New York. We're seeing some of that freezing rain. Also in Glens Falls, we're seeing some of that. And as I mentioned, into Burlington as well. And this will be affecting your morning commute as you head out. Problems there. That's not the only place, so that we're seing a few problems. Generally, as far as temperatures go in the Midwest, not too bad. You guys are used to this stuff, no big deal. 29 in Minneapolis. International Falls, the temperature is 20. Fargo, the temperature is 16. Green Bay, right now the temperature is 35. And notice that because Green Bay is picking up some rainfall right now. To the north of that, Marquette, Michigan, picking up some snowfall where their temperature is around 42 degrees. In fact, you can see on the radar some of the areas where we are picking up some of the rainfall to the south and the snow to the north. We will be seeing some of that not only in parts of Michigan with the snowfall and the rain in Green Bay and parts of Wisconsin, but also this morning as you're out in Chicago. It's going to be a wet commute for you. This may slow you down a bit. And as we travel a little bit further over, a little bit toward Indianapolis, that may slow you down as well. And moving a little further over, Columbus, a few spotty areas out there may affect some of the suburbs, some of the roadways, a little bit around Cincinnati as well. So something to keep in mind. Now there's some other spots we want to talk about, so I'm going to send it over to Marshall for more details.
Thanks, Heather. Let's talk about the south now. Except for some showers in Florida and along parts of the Gulf Coast, you'll see dry, warmer weather today in the south. The main problem in the region this morning is dense fog in some locations, which could, well, put a little bit of a damper on your travel this morning. Might slow you down just a little bit. We've got visibilities that are down to about a half a mile in many areas of the south, including Bristol, Tennessee, about a quarter of a mile, Hickory, North Carolina, 3/4, Anderson, quarter. It's going to be rough. A lot of rain from yesterday just hanging around under that low pressure and clouds that extends from the mid-Atlantic to the Gulf Coast. So it's not going to be a real sunny day yet. We'll have to get rid of these weather systems first before the sun pulls out, but it's sure going to feel a lot warmer than it was yesterday, where temperatures were hard-pressed to get out of the 30s. Many locations from Atlanta, Georgia to Anderson, South Carolina, northward along the east slopes of the Appalachians. Now, one of the reasons for all this fog is the dew point temperatures are lingering right about the air temperature. It's 41 is the dew point in Atlanta, 56 is dew point in Raleigh, Durham, Charleston 61, and down around Jacksonville and Tampa and Orlando, the dew point's in the mid-60s. And that's going to give us enough moisture for some scattered showers this afternoon in Florida. And it's one of the reasons for the fog this morning, is those temperatures hover right around that dew point temperature. 50 at Jackson, 47 at Birmingham, 42 degrees in Atlanta this morning. Charleston, South Carolina is 63, and Raleigh-Durham is 56. And boy, what a difference it is in Raleigh-Durham and in Charlotte, North Carolina this morning compared to yesterday. Temperatures 20 to 24 degrees warmer than they were yesterday. 6 degrees warmer in the Atlanta area. Get out toward Little Rock and Ponca City, Oklahoma, temperatures a little colder than normal. Texas also heated up nicely over the last 24 hours. I have a little impulse that's moving along the Gulf Coast that could cause a sprinkle if you're traveling Interstate 10 from New Orleans westward or New Orleans toward Jacksonville, Gulfport, Biloxi. You might see